This is the time of year when a lot of basketball teams head off to tournaments around the country. Some go to Florida or California or Arizona. Neil, you're coaching a team. Do you take one of your teams to one of these tournaments around the country?
Aloha, baby. You bet I do. I go to Hawaii. I actually had an opportunity to go to one of the tournaments that you speak of, to go to Maui, Hawaii with Provo, and that was the highlight of my career. I'll tell you what, that was awesome. That year that I went with Provo, they won the tournament. It did wonders for the confidence of the team, the camaraderie, being away from home and the situations they were in. It was really unique situation. I wish every team had that opportunity. In fact, Coach Drury was telling me that one of the Hawaii teams wants them to host a tournament next year in Maui. So I've already put in my request from the paper to cover that.
You're already heading back. Want to head back to Maui.
You know what? I think it's great. I really do. I think it's an opportunity, and as a parent, I would do anything. I would have loved to have had my boy go on a situation like that. I would have done anything I could to make it happen.
I think you have to be careful, though, because there's a lot of logistics involved, and I have seen in the last few years teams that really got hurt after certain tournaments, after failures at tournaments, specifically Mountain View. Mountain View went to Nike, and it really took them a while to bounce back, and they ended up struggling in the tournament. But after they went to that Nike tournament in Arizona, it can be a very good thing. You talked about the cohesion. I agree that when they're out playing in tournaments like that, that can help a team cohesiveness. But I think it can also hurt if you lose, if you start bickering, if you think you're better than you actually are. I think it can be a dangerous situation.
Yeah, but those things can happen in any game.
Well, you're right. You're right. I personally like the closer tournaments. I like the St. George tournament. I like going, maybe Reno. Reno's a little bit further away. But the ones that are less logistically problematic, don't cost as much to go to, and yet still give, I still think they get the same benefits, although they don't get Neil to Maui, other than that.
Well, that's definitely a downer about St. George.
If you have to choose Maui or Reno, for some reason, I think you're probably going to choose Maui.
And it is a financial strain, there's no question about it. I just think what it gives somebody to say, you know what, my senior year, we went to, in Provo's case, Fort Lauderdale. Timpview's been to Tennessee. They went to the slam dunk at the beach. And you know what? I was gonna point this out. I was thinking about this the other day. They played against Dwight Howard, who is probably the most up-and-coming young player in the whole NBA. And I remember Perry Wildeboer telling me about the game that they played against Howard and their reaction to the players, having a chance to talk to him after the game, how cool that was for the players. And I think that's something, as a high school kid, you'll never forget, and I think it's outstanding.
Well, I agree. I agree with you there. Well, that's all we have time for in this segment. When we come back, we'll talk some more high school basketball, including getting to our all-important predictions, where once again you can bank on me getting all of the right answers.